The Goliath was a small, tracked, remote-controlled demolition vehicle developed by Nazi Germany during World War II, designed to deliver explosive charges to enemy fortifications, tanks, and strategic structures. Officially designated as the Leichter Ladungsträger Goliath, Light Charge Carrier Goliath, this weapon was part of Germany's efforts to integrate unmanned technology into warfare, aiming to minimize risks for soldiers while maximizing destructive capabilities. The initial concept emerged from earlier experiments with radio-controlled tanks, but due to the limitations of radio technology at the time, the Goliath was instead controlled via a multi-strand cable, allowing direct operation from a safe distance. The first model, known as the Sd.Kfz 302, was introduced in 1942 and featured an electric propulsion system powered by two Bosch electric motors. This version carried 60 kilograms of explosives, had a range of approximately 1.5 kilometers, and moved at a speed of around 9.5 kilometers per hour. However, the reliance on electric power significantly limited its operational endurance and mobility. Recognizing these shortcomings, German engineers developed an improved version, the Sd.Kfz 303, which was equipped with a gasoline engine, increasing its range and making it easier to deploy in the field. This later variant also came in two submodels, the Sd.Kfz 303A, carrying 75 kilograms of explosives, and the Sd.Kfz 303B, with an increased payload of 100 kilograms. The Goliath was guided via a 650-meter-long triple-strand cable, which transmitted both electrical power, for the electric variant, and control signals. Operators used a joystick-like device from a safe distance to maneuver the vehicle toward its intended target. Once in position, the Goliath's explosive charge could be detonated remotely, creating a powerful blast capable of damaging or destroying enemy bunkers, vehicles, and defensive positions. The vehicle was deployed on multiple fronts, including Normandy, Italy, and the Eastern Front, where it was intended to be used against enemy tanks, minefields, and defensive structures. However, its combat effectiveness was often limited due to several inherent flaws. One major issue was its thin armor, which was no more than 10 mm thick, making it highly vulnerable to small arms fire and shrapnel. Additionally, the exposed control cables were a significant weakness. Enemy soldiers could easily sever them, rendering the Goliath useless. The vehicle was also slow and difficult to maneuver on rough terrain, limiting its ability to reach targets in dynamic battlefield conditions. Furthermore, its high production cost, with each unit requiring around 3,000 Reichsmarks, made it an expensive weapon relative to its overall impact. Despite producing over 7,500 units, the Germans found that the Goliath was often more of a tactical novelty than a game-changing weapon. While the Goliath did see some use in clearing obstacles and attacking fortified enemy positions, its battlefield effectiveness remained questionable, and German forces eventually shifted their focus to more practical and cost-effective weapons. Nevertheless, the Goliath remains historically significant as one of the earliest attempts at developing an unmanned ground vehicle, UGV, for combat. It served as a precursor to modern remote-controlled and autonomous military systems, influencing the development of contemporary robotic warfare technology. Though primitive by today's standards, the Goliath represented an ambitious vision of remote-controlled combat vehicles, an idea that would later evolve into the sophisticated unmanned military drones and robotic systems seen in modern warfare.